What's up, y'all? Of course, the Salt Shakers are in the building. You are here. Tune in to the Den. This is technically our first TNA show. So until Saturday, I will be in a disclosed location and I'm audio only for you motherfuckers. Okay? Welcome to TNA Wrestling presents Hard to Kill and the Shakers Den and Battleground Podcast present Prediction Night in the Den.
They say if there's true love, you don't let it go.
TNA Wrestling.
Because those chants are going to ring in arenas around the world forever. Because TNA Wrestling, we're
I know that's right, honey. That shit eats. That's an intro. That's a goddamn intro, okay? Nikki Bougie with no face tonight. Of course, I'm joined by Dreon Santana, my tag partner, the other half of the Salt Shakers. And of course, it would not be TNA if we did not have, in my opinion, the first and official prediction show. If you were watching the show tonight, you got to see Battleground Podcast on TNA, which was very exciting because we had no idea Tim was even going to be on the show. He got to ask Moose and Alex Shelley a question. So if you didn't get to see that, make sure you check in on that. But Santana, I mean, we are technically officially TNA. I mean, how does it feel with all the them, I don't want to say releasing the belts, but them showing off the belts and displaying the belts? Trinity got her belt today with the white strap. How does it feel to be the first technical tag team wrestling media conjunction of TNA? It's kind of crazy.
I think that is great because I think we're the only ones tonight wise that is even doing anything related to TNA. If anybody else has, I don't know because I don't watch other people's stuff.
I think Miss Kate over at Fightful, I think they're doing an ROH and TNA show. Okay. But I don't know if they're doing predictions. But in the Den, we love Impact. We love TNA. So it's vital for us to do the show. Now, we did have plans to go to Hard to Kill, but plans didn't fall through. Things happen. It's not meant right now. But we do have a full calendar year of TNA to prepare for, including Sacrifice and other events that were announced tonight. But tonight we are talking about Hard to Kill, taking place in the Palms of Las Vegas, which I think y'all some idiots, because why the fuck are y'all not coming to Nashville knowing that history of TNA lives and breathes in what was the asylum of Nashville? But hey, I'm not going to complain. Y'all trying to get that coin in Las Vegas, but tickets are still on sale as we speak, so make sure you get your tickets if you're in the area. They will be doing a very special day after taping. Snake Eyes will be hosted in the same building the day after. We'll be doing some predictions for some of those matches as well. But for those that don't know, the countdown to Hard to Kill is at a special start time. So if you're on Central Time, like me and Santana, you will be tuned in at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and I don't know why they don't include the mountain people, because they don't give a damn about the mountain people and they don't think they got TVs. Okay. This is 1 hour exclusively on TNA Plus. So if you are not subscribed to TNA Plus, honey, you're going to miss that hour. Okay. And they're going to be giving y'all some good matches. So you might want to tune on in while people getting settled in. But of course, we have to get to the matches at hand. We'll be giving you our prediction as we go along. And first match of the night, which is really odd because both of these men are former world champions. I'm sorry. Both of these men should be world champions. My bad. Rich Swann, a former X Division champion and also a former world champion, and Macklin has been doing everything to prove himself to be at the top of the mountain of TNA. And Saturday on the countdown, he has found his way to be in a match with Rich Swann. I I have no idea why this is happening. We don't really have a build for this, but at the end of the day, we're just going to see what happens because we're so used to getting packages, build-ups, stories. And this is Hard to Kill is a little bit different for some of the matches. So, Santana, who do you think comes out on top, Rich Swann or Macklin?
Well, since we have lack of a build-up and everything, I feel like this win is going to go to Macklin. I feel like Macklin has a lot that he needs to get out of his chest and everything like that, especially not necessarily getting, his rematch to even have an opportunity to get back into the title picture. And he's kind of been falling a little bit short from where we kind of left off and everything. And I just feel like Macklin is going to be the one to go in with this victory, so he can start off with a new year back in TNA, like just a fresh start from Macklin. I'll say that.
I don't know. I'm going with Swann because I know that they give Swann a lot of victories and a lot of weird ass victories. Yeah. I'm rooting for Macklin, but I do think that eventually that Macklin's going to have to find his way to the world championship because Macklin has been saying, and I want him to win. I think Swann might win, but I do think Macklin is going to make an example of Rich Swann to anyone and send a message that if you plan to get in this man's way, it's done. There's no more distractions. My wife isn't even here anymore. She's in AEW, living her dreams. So I'm here. I don't have a distraction. I'm going to beat the fuck out of y'all. So, yeah. We also, random, Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers, which I enjoy both of these young gentlemen, will take on the team of Eric Young and Frank Kazarian. And to me, this is a Impact versus TNA tag team match in the sense I'm happy that Lish will be here, involved some way. I'm sure she's going to try to get them the victory. For that, I'm going to be going with Edwards and Myers in this situation because I do think that Young and Frank Kazarian are probably going to get into a fucking debacle and not be able to get along. Santana, what do you think? Who do you think is going to come out on top?
Well, of course, I really don't have a dog in this fight with either of these teams. But I feel like because from what we did last see with Eddie and Myers, they kind of made a pretty decent team with Alicia Edwards out there. But I mean, of course, with Eric Young and Frank Kazarian, they are TNA royalty, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, I'm for my sake, I'm gonna go with Eric and Frankie because, like I said, they're TNA royalty, and with this here being TNA and they're going back, if they win, it is what it is. But if they lose, I don't know. It might be onto something.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I don't think they're going to lose. It's hard to say what direction that TNA plans to go into, with this rebrand, especially with the booking of storylines and everything like that too.
Yeah, like I don't know. We'll just have to see. But we move on. This will also be on the countdown to Hard to Kill 2. So make sure you tune in. We will be doing a live post show after. So make sure you pull up. We'll be in the Den, Battleground Podcast, the Shakers Den, the greatest TNA wrestling post show in the world in the Den. So we're going to have a great time on Saturday. There's also going to be some other programming that we might, that might be involved only if it's certain people that we do like. I know Battle of the Valley, Battle of the Belts, and then also there's one more, Collision. Deonna Purrazzo has a match on Saturday, former Knockouts World Champion. Well, yeah. She's facing Red Velvet, so I will be tuned in to watch that because I haven't watched Deonna. Yeah, they got into it last night.
They couldn't pick anybody else.
Well, she picked her.
Oh wow.
Red Velvet picked her. So
Yeah, you gotta learn to say no sometimes.
no, she's like, hell no. I'm here to clean the division, even if you don't see him on TV for.
Oh, beat the fuck out of her and send her ass back to the baker.
I think we can all agree on this one. We hope Tommy Dreamer loses. This is the third match that will be on Hard to Kill. Countdown to Hard to Kill. He will be facing Crazy Steve. I think it's pretty evident that Crazy Steve is well deserving of his moment. Tommy Dreamer has damn near had half a century to prove himself as a champion, and now he's the digital media champion. He hasn't shown us anything digitally. I don't know.
I don't know what he's done on social media. I don't even think he even realizes it.
But this championship is losing the lackluster that it was built through Jordan Grace and Matt Cardona. But yeah, hopefully Crazy Steve gets the victory. Santana, is that who you're going for? Well, is that who you predict?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want Tommy Dreamer.
You might want to hear this.
Be done. Okay.
Get this old man out of here.
You're gonna want to hear this.
Dude, that show was funny as hell in Memphis. Good times. These got the ones you added, those are the ones for the end, right?
Yeah, because I forgot to add them in here.
That's fine. And on the card, hopefully opening us up, pause, for Hard to Kill, PCO will be taking on Dirty Dango and Friends by ringside, because I'm sure they're going to get involved some way. Santana's obviously going for PCO, and I am too.
Shout out to my granddad for still being here. Y'all had all this speculation about, oh, he's gonna be leaving, he's not gonna be here anymore, and now he resigned. So I'm happy that my granddaddy chose to stay with TNA or Impact. Period.
I am too. It's very rewarding to have, and I know a lot of people. I was on the Black Wrestling podcast talking about this, and a lot of people don't understand what PCO brings to the faithful. And I know from a wrestling standpoint, people are like, oh, PCO this, PCO this. Well, y'all shoved Edge down my throat and then turn around and shoved Adam Copeland down my throat. And personally, I would rather see PCO. Okay? So, he's very entertaining. He entertains us, and he is a part of the family. We love PCO. And I'm going for him because he ain't beefing with
shout out to my granddad.
No more. In a star-studded match, according to Twitter, Josh Alexander will be taking on Alex Hammerstone. Very exciting match. I don't know much about Mr. Hammerstone, and right now he is a visitor. So I'm gonna go with Josh Alexander for that reason.
Yeah, I don't even know why this match is even transpiring. I know that they had the little thing over social media. But
I think Josh called him out.
I think this was a way to have Josh be on the card somehow, some way.
Yeah. I mean,
literally, I think it's just a way to have Josh on the card so he's had something to do, of course, to prepare for his match for the following night.
It's this star-studded is funny as fuck because this is what everybody been talking about.
Right,
oh my God, Josh versus Alex.
They're happy.
They are. In what is probably going to be considered to be the main event, Alex Shelley defends his Impact World Championship against Moose. If you got to watch the show tonight, they did a live interview with Shelley and Moose. Tim Battle from Battleground Podcast actually was able to ask them a question and was really adamant on putting them in the hot spot about what's to come at Hard to Kill. Moose made it very clear that Shelley has been a part of this business since the beginning, and look how long it took him to get the damn title. And Shelley was very adamant about his history in the company, even though it took him 20 fucking years for them to believe that he was actually world champion material. Crazy, right? Y'all know where the fuck I'm going with this one, and I'm gonna tell y'all now. If after Saturday this man is fucking champion, I'm putting y'all on a 7-day watch. No watch, okay? Because I ain't doing it. I don't want to hear shit he has to say on Thursday if he retains, because I was there last time in Columbus, Ohio when he came out with his bullshit. And I don't want to hear that shit. So do what's right for business. Don't piss me off. For real. Robert, Ross, Ingrid, production, Beezy. I'm calling out the whole production team. Don't piss me off and have Shelly. Y'all gave him the title 20 years, okay? 20 years. Y'all finally gave his sorry ass the title. He got the damn title. It's time for him to drop. Please don't piss me the fuck off, bro. Santana?
Would you be mad if I went?
No, because there's a possibility he could retain. I just think.
I mean, it's just like.
Who has a black world champion right now? AEW's never had one, so that's out the question.
Of course.
So, there's no black champion outside of Trinity. And we don't know what's going to happen with that. But if Trinity retains and Moose wins, that's 2 black champions. That's great, I think, honestly. But
well,
I don't know. I like Moose. I do genuinely like, even if this was Shelly, I would still be rooting for Moose. I mean, yeah. Unless it was like Macklin.
I don't once again, I don't have a dog in this fight for either one. But I feel like because if they wanted to start off the new year with a new champion, and it'd be Moose, I would not see an issue with it. But then again, it's really hard to say. So prediction wise, just off the top of my head, I think that Shelly is going to retain.
Yeah,
I think that he is.
I can see it.
Because I feel like he's just going to go in and try to have more to prove that he actually is a fighting champion. And then somebody's going to pop out on his ass and then,
It could be. I mean, according to a few reports that were given today, Scott D'Amore said that, in the interview that it would be a big signing. People are speculating that it will not be a knockout, so it could happen after this match. You have Shelton Benjamin, formerly released from WWE. Nick Nemeth is running around here crashing tables and ruining everything in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I fucking love it. Shelton Benjamin just got announced for PW Revolver, and Elias PW Revolver. So there's a big open door. Mandy Rose is still out there. Dana Brooke, Tennille Dashwood could come back. Like, there's just so much for an open field, but I don't want people to give their hopes up if it's not a big talent like Mercedes, knowing that Okada and Will Ospreay would be here if they weren't scheduled with Battle of the Valley. So I don't know who it would be, and I really don't care. I just want to see it. I don't want to keep fucking hearing it. Y'all reports are crazy because it'd be the same shit over, and then y'all try to get mad at Sean Ross Sapp for saying that his opinion when asked. And y'all take it as a report, and it's an opinion. He said 90 to 95%. That's how he felt, what he was getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's let everything just play out how it plays out. The same, y'all are doing it with Trinity. Oh, is she leaving? I know last night I trolled and was like, is she coming or not? About Mercedes. Because I wanted to know, because I was tired of watching it. The shit show that y'all put on for AEW Dynamite last night, y'all could have kept that shit. And a lot of people were expecting Mercedes Wednesday night. A lot of people are expecting Mercedes Saturday. And at the end of the day, we don't know. So whoever it is that decides to come and work in TNA, I hope that they do what people like Deonna Purrazzo did, like Matt Cardona, like Mickie James, and showcase how talented TNA truly is, because it is truly, truly talented. And speaking of talented, in my opinion, the X Division is the greatest men's division in the world. And of course, there's going to be a time where Chris Sabin has to defend this championship. And that comes Saturday. He will defend against Vikingo. I can never say his name.
Vikingo.
And Kushida. And my prediction is Kushida.
Yeah. I feel like Kushida was screwed last time, though, when he had an opportunity to win. So I feel like now, since he's signed now,
yeah,
it's a big possibility that he could win, honestly. And if Kushida wins, I would not be mad at it, not one bit.
No.
At all. because I wanted him to win the last time, and it didn't happen. So I'm looking forward to this time being where he actually does win.
Yeah. I don't know.
By Saban.
I have no idea. But what I do know is those tag team titles that they were presented this week will be defended against a team of Mike Bailey and Trent Seven, along with newly signed tag team Grizzly Young Vets. And they will also be in the match with the Rascals, who they have history with the champions. ABC will be defending
We're not
their
gonna rant.
championship against all three of these teams. And I don't really know, because Myron, I'm going to go with the Rascals because I do believe Myron is kind of like running around here somewhere. I don't know if this is an elimination style match either. And in the time that I've watched in Impact or TNA, like more recently, I've never seen a 4-way tag team match. So I don't know how this is going to work, but I do predict that the Rascals, I'll say either the Rascals win or the Grizzly Young Vets win, because they're the newer guys. So we all know where Santana's going with this one.
Of course, I'm gonna rock with ABC all day. Like, there's no denying that. Do I feel like the Grizzle Young Vets could have an opportunity to win? I do, because, like you said, the same thing what happened with Subculture. Was not expecting them to win, and they won, and they weren't even signed with the company yet, as far as we knew wise.
Yeah.
And so it's really, I mean, this is a really banger of it's going to be a banger of a match. I'm not going to even lie. Like, it's so hard to just kind of, think of who could win, but I'm definitely going to go with ABC, on that one. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get some heavy hitters like the Rascals, the Grizzle Young Veterans. They have something to showcase and everything like that, because, them, and of course, when they were in their own little simulation, they were not really wrestling, and there was a shitty storyline and stuff like that. So now they're back to being themselves. And then with Trent being newly signed as well, and then you team with Mike Bailey. I don't know, man. It's gonna be one of my favorite matches of the night. But I'm definitely going to ABC.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good tag team match. It's gonna be good to see the Grizzly Young Vets too, and Trent Seven. A lot of good talent in this match. All 8 of these men. Now the predictions. Before we get into the women, worlds will collide. This is according to TNA. This Saturday, you won't believe who is showing up. Do y'all have any people that y'all think that it could be? And don't say Mercedes. We're gonna steer away from that conversation because it's giving me a goddamn headache. That's a good one.
Sky Steiner.
I'm going Reby Hardy.
Hey, she pops up out of all. Yay.
Yeah, I'm going Reby Hardy. Fuck it. I'm going Goldberg.
Yeah.
I know it can't be. If anyone says anyone on that battleground, Battle of the Valley, like Will's on there, Okada's on there, so it can't be them. ELP's on there, Rocky Ramirez on there, Matt Riddle's on there. There's a ton of those. Shelton's not on there. Elias isn't on there. Dana Brooke isn't on there. But the Worlds Collide is what throws me off.
Because it can be anywhere. It could be somebody.
Honestly,
it could be somebody from WWE.
Yeah, it has to be something that first part. Worlds will collide.
AJ Styles.
That would be a good one. But if it's a WWE talent and what's going to be funny is if it's Mercedes and then she goes back to WWE. And then there starts to be a conjunction between WWE and Impact. That's the only thing I'm going to say about Mercedes.
I would hope that I would love for it to be a WWE superstar that has ties to TNA.
Yeah.
Like currently after like AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre. Fuck,
I don't
bring
even know.
Bobby Roode in this bitch. Like what? You know? So like I feel like whoever it could be, I'm hoping that it lives up to what this saying is you won't believe who is showing up type shit. Like
Yeah.
I feel like if it's gonna be a worlds collide kind of thing, it needs to live up to this expectation here.
Absolutely.
That's the
There's
only thing
no way around it.
I can say. Because you're giving this here, you know, people a lot of eyes are gonna be on you this weekend, TNA. A lot of people are. And I do not want you guys to have all of this spotlight on you and then boom. I don't know, James Ellsworth comes up. I wouldn't be mad at it because it'd be funny as
I
hell.
want Spud. Bring back Spud, honey. Y'all bullshitting. Bring James Storm. I don't give a fuck who it is, honey. Let me tell you something. My world gonna collide regardless, bitch. While I'm sitting in my motherfucking bedroom, my world is gonna collide, honey. Y'all need to bring out Dixie Carter and James Storm and
Dixie
let
Carter,
James.
Eric Bischoff.
Man, what?
Like Eric Bischoff should come
Sting,
out. Like come on.
Booker
Like
T, Samoa Joe. It could be a worlds collide with AEW.
it could be.
But when you say worlds collide, I'm automatically thinking NXT. Like,
That is true because when they did their worlds collide,
oh,
that shit was that was a good ass night though. No lie.
oh, like they were cooking
No, for real.
bad.
No, but I just really want them to. Did I do that?
What?
Change it. I don't know.
No, I did.
Oh, I thought I hit my space bar.
No, I did.
But I'm hoping that it does live up to what this saying is. Like, don't come out here having this. You don't know who's gonna show up, and then boom. I don't even know who the fuck this is that's walking out.
Exactly.
So,
and of course, no one division makes more history than the Knockouts. We will be having the second Knockouts Ultimate X match to determine the number one contender for the Knockouts World Championship. The former and first ever Hard to Kill winner, Tasha Steelz, who went on to beat the greatest, Mickie James, to become the Knockouts World Champion. Of course, let me tell y'all something. I don't know who running y'all marketing, but next time Tasha Steelz should be first. Not Xia Brookside. Now, Giselle was first. That's my girl. But Tasha should have been first. She literally is the only woman to win it. Cashed in success. Well, she still got her title in the end. That's all that matters. But Tasha Steelz will be going head-to-head with Alicia Edwards, Giselle Shaw, Jody Threat, Xia Brookside, and Danny Luna.
mm-hmm.
And I think me and Santana are pretty evenly split when it comes to this one. My first pick will be Giselle Shaw, and my second will be a two-time winner, hopefully, Tasha Steelz. And those are really the only two women that I really want to see at the pinnacle of that X because they've been working. Lish, I got to throw Lish in there too, but those two have been working their asses off, and Giselle Shaw deserves her fucking moment.
Okay. So I wouldn't mind Giselle. Giselle would be the top of the list as someone who I feel like definitely deserves this because she has definitely put in the work day in and day out, have been coming up short, having these opportunities, getting screwed over and all this and that. So I definitely do feel like Giselle Shaw should get this. If Tasha becomes a two-timer, that's even better. First time two-timer black woman to win this Ultimate X match. Another person I feel like could have an opportunity is Danny Luna.
Yeah.
Danny Luna, being someone who's recently signed but has been in a match with Trinity. She has put on banger matches and everything like that. She's got in the ring with the boys. So like she would be someone I feel like would be the one to look at in the sense of if it's not Giselle, if it's not Tasha, then I would say Danny Luna. Xia Brookside, congratulations, girl. We've seen you. We haven't seen you since like WWE or whatever. But I don't feel like she would be the one to win. So Jody Threat, she could, but I just feel like Tasha, Giselle, Danny Luna, those three, yeah, those would be my who I would feel like it go Giselle, then Tasha, then Danny.
Yeah.
Out of my three that I feel like would win.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna
Yeah.
be real good. I just saw a video of Jade and Charlotte meeting for the first time, and I still like. I don't think there's anything that stopped that. Like, anyway, but yeah, I do think Giselle, it's time. Um, I,
Cause
I don't know how Brookside got in here.
well, you know, they had to throw in somebody. But what I will say, remember we talked about a while back when we was talking about the call your shot thing and how if Giselle had won, she could cash in or would have thought about cashing that same night.
Yeah.
What if that happens at Hard to Kill?
I don't think. Well, I mean, I don't think it's a cash in though. I think she gets an. I think you get a buy-in. Like with Call Your Shot, you get a contract.
Boom.
Like I think when you win an Ultimate X,
I'm in there now.
Actually, wait.
No,
Actually, that's the same. You're right.
that's
That's
the same
the
thing
same
Tasha
as
did.
when I thought about it, I forgot. I'm thinking of it from the X Division because the X Division
So
Championship
you know they
on.
cash in for
But you do Call Your Shot with the X.
Yeah.
And she could take that shot. So you're absolutely right. I stand corrected. You're absolutely right because she could take that shot.
If she wanted to fuck up everybody's night.
I hope so, man.
And just say, you know what? After whoever wins between Trinity and Jordan, and she just comes in and she
it's
ruin everybody's night. We're at a new era of Giselle Shaw.
She's the biggest heel in that company.
She is. And if she wants to be like the top of the one, that's her opportunity to do that. Ruin everybody's night by allowing, Trinity and Jordan finish their match, whoever wins there, and then boom.
That's a good one Joseph asked too.
What?
I just want to remind everybody that
if it's a
girl Jordan has had a match every Hard to Kill.
She has. Well, yeah, because they did the same thing with the men, and Jake something was the one who came out.
That's true.
So, like, if they wanted to do a 7th one, then that could be one of the surprises there. Hell, maybe they throw Sonny Kiss in there. Who knows? Spice it up a bit or something.
I'm gonna let you turn it over because I have to.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, cash in on Trinity would make her the biggest bitch in TNA. That is absolutely true. She could, I feel like that would be a great way to start off this Giselle Shaw era of really coming in and pissing everyone off by whoever wins between Jordan and Trinity match. Giselle should just come out right afterwards and then boom, cash in. So I don't know, but it's going to be great. I know that they're probably going to start off with the Ultimate X, kind of like what they did, kind of what they normally do with the Ultimate X, because they got to put that shit up and then take it down. So I think that they're probably going to start off the show with the Ultimate X match. Speaking of, we continue on with the women. As previously stated, Trinity will be defending her Knockouts World Championship against Jordynne Grace. And here we are. Jordynne Grace has been the one to be the Call Your Shot winner at Bound for Glory. The time has come. It's been getting closer and closer to this point where Jordynne Grace finally is back into a title picture for Hard to Kill. Last year, she came in as champion facing Mickie James, and Mickie James beat her. She left and came back, had an opportunity to try to, get her another opportunity, and it didn't turn out that way. So now the time has come where she'll be facing Trinity, and Trinity's belt looks actually really nice. I've been actually looking at the titles that has been presented to all the champions over in TNA, and the tag team champions I will have to say are my favorite. The red strap just looks so good on those titles. And I really want TNA to start selling their championships. Like, please, like, just sell your championships. I'm pretty sure people are going to buy them. Or maybe somebody has like a distribution vendor or something that buys those too or something. But yeah, so this one is pretty hard to say because Jordan is going to be one of, outside of like Deanna and like Giselle or like Mickey, I feel like Jordan Grace is going to be one of Trinity's toughest opponents. I'm sure that Jordan has been pretty focused on getting this championship back. And why not do it at Hard to Kill? I feel like it's so hard to say. It really is. But I think that Trinity is going to be the one to retain her championship. And then the cash in happens and Giselle Shaw attacks Trinity. They remove Jordan from the match, and then boom, Giselle Shaw is your new champion. And there's that. Well, I don't know because like there's been so many speculations on where Trinity is gonna go, if she's gonna, stay with TNA, her time is up, she's gonna be at the Rumble, all this and that. I don't believe anything alleged until it shows in my face. Until I see it. So if Trinity shows up at Rumble, then I have seen it from my own eyes, not because somebody say that, or make speculation that that's what's going to happen with Trinity. I don't know. I'm not in the rooms or the boards or anything like that to say where somebody's going to go or what they're going to do. Because at the end of the day, it's all speculation, and wherever she chooses to show up is her business. So, well, if they claim that she signed a 6-month contract, then I don't know. I don't read the contracts. I'm not a part of the team where contracts are being signed or knowing what's inside of the contract either. That's not my job. So whatever happens, I think that wherever Trinity chooses to go, I feel like Trinity has, within the time that she's been here with TNA or Impact and moving over into TNA, I feel like Trinity has truly built up a name for herself to show that she is a star and that her name carries, she brings in people. And I feel like Impact was the perfect place for Trinity to get that fresh start with fans who love her, fans who probably have never even had the opportunity to even meet Trinity or be in the same place with her up close like that. I think that has been the greatest moment ever, that you come back from a situation and you truly are able to make a name for yourself and get so much positive feedback and so on and so forth. So wherever Trinity chooses to go out there, if she does leave TNA, then that's on her. I'm sure that everyone is going to follow, and I'm sure that if she's not done with TNA, then I'm sure that she has a lot more to do. And I'm sure that she's going to be successful in it. But I'm going to go with Trinity on this one here. Because I do feel like she needs it. Not saying that Jordan doesn't, but I feel like with Jordan winning this Collier shot, she could win. But I think I'm gonna stick with Trinity on this. And I think that's pretty much all the matches there. But as far as the 2 matches that were announced on Snake Eyes, I know a lot of people were not feeling this match here with this 6-man tag match. Alex Shelley and Okada and Chris Sabin versus Eddie Edwards, Moose, and Myers. Obviously, there's something that is going to transpire, I think, at Hard to Kill itself, which is going to be the reason why this match transpire or takes place. Because that's the only thing I can pretty much think of. And of course, once Josh Alexander is finished with Alex Hammerstone on Hard to Kill, he will have to worry about facing Will Ospreay for the 2nd time, which I know is going to be a banger of the match. I'm glad that they are choosing to run it back. Now, there aren't any other matches that have been announced for Snake Eyes, so I guess it's just more so of waiting and figuring out exactly what they're going to do with that there. But they do have an autograph fest happening immediately following Hard to Kill. So you get to meet Trinity, Jordan Grace, Brian Myers, Santana Marella, Trent Seven, and more. So like those who are in at Hard to Kill weekend, you get to go to the autograph fest, and that's some people that you'll get to meet. And then for Snake Eyes, immediately following Snake Eyes, there's another autograph fest where you get to meet Shelly and Chris Sabin, Will Ospreay, Okada, Zaya Brookside, Trinity Moose, Gail Kim, and more. So I'm sure that those who are going to Hard to Kill or in the area at probably now or whatever will have the opportunity to meet superstars on both Saturday and Sunday. As for us wise, we will be here to give you guys a post show of Hard to Kill, because I know a lot of other things are going to be happening at the same time too, though. Yeah, because I don't know what's going to happen there between those other two matches. Those are the only two matches that were announced and everything. So I mean, I'm sure that spoilers are going to be out of what matches are happening, but I don't care because I'm going to wait until Thursday when they actually show the damn matches.
Same. I saw New Japan Pro Wrestling just announced that they're doing the Windy City Riot for Friday, April the 12th in Chicago, Wintrust Arena. New Japan Pro Wrestling. My prediction for Trinity and Jordan is Jordan. And I just, they just added another women's match too, the Battle of the Valley. Damn, they got two. Wow. Yeah, I'm going with Jordan because I think she's about to get that moment. She is a Triple Crown, technically.
That is true.
And she is at the pinnacle. So I do think, and I don't know what's gonna happen with Trinity. I'm not sure. Yeah, New Japan just had to make this. Oh no, it's 12 hours ago. But yeah, I think that the card is just not. I think I had a very high expectation because ROH, Lord Jesus, Hard to Kill, has always delivered card wise, and I think card is just a little off, but I think it's because there's a lot of surprises and a lot of different new stuff. So I'm going into it with an open mind, but yeah, like I don't really know how it's gonna flow, how it's gonna feel, but of course you can join us after everything. We're having our post show following after, so make sure you tune in and see if we got our predictions right. Pretty much.
That is true. That is absolutely true. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much our prediction show for TNA Hard to Kill. Like Nikki said, we'll be back on Saturday for the post show. Other than that, we thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with us here. We'll be back regularly for our TNA post show, to be exact, on next Thursday, and everything like that. Of course, the following aftermath of Hard to Kill. We will also be back on Sunday for reality TV fix in the Shakers Den, which is only on Twitch. We will be watching the new episode of Baddies and a new season or first season 1 of Young and Reckless on Now This TV. So just to give you guys that, kind of getting some gearing up for, of course, like Bianca and Montez show that's happening next month. So we're going to be doing that on whenever it releases, and they're probably doing it on Sunday. So shout out to Battleground Podcast, as always, for having us here. The Shakers in the Den. And continue to follow us on all social media platforms from YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all of that stuff there. You can follow Nikki's Twitch. You can follow my Twitch. Nikki's Twitch is Nikki Bougie. Mine is Holistic. Same thing as my Twitter. You can find Nikki on Twitter at Nikki Bougie. You can find me on Google with my name spelled right there. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you guys back on Saturday for our Hard to Kill post show. And if you guys missed our official TNA Wrestling intro, you're going to see it again as we close out the show. You guys have a great night, and we see you guys back on Saturday. Bye.
They say if there's true love, you don't let it go.